Hey team, it is Rachel here from Clever Social. One more time talking about common issues that small business owners particularly have with Facebook Business Manager. Now, this one is a tricksy one. I have talked about in a previous video how to determine who is the owner of your page. But if you have gone through some of the suggested troubleshooting tips I had in that video and you're stuck with I don't know who owns my Facebook page, it's a previous employee or a lost business manager or someone I don't really talk to and I'm not prepared to have that conversation, then this is the process we need to follow. Now, the number one thing you have to remember with this is that you must be talking to Facebook via chat to work through this. There's no form you can complete. There's no other way around it. You can't email them. It has to be via chat. So if you don't have access to chat, you need to be partnering with an agency or a virtual assistant or someone like that who does have access to chat. So I have another video that you can I'll link below where you can double check if you do have access to chat. But yeah, partnering with an agency who has access to Facebook chat is really important when stuff goes wrong like this. So I've got a little list here and I'm going to chuck a link below this video where you can grab this and copy and paste it because there's some text you're probably going to need and it's specific. You have to word it this way as required by Facebook. But essentially we've got a little checklist here. So one, you need proof of ID. Needs to be signed. Passport's the one they like the most, but driver's license is generally okay as well. Your page URL that you would like to claim, so the business page that you're probably already using but you don't own. Your personal Facebook URL, your business manager ID number of the business manager that you are wanting to suck this page into so you can own it, and any proof of business ownership, so companies register, public information that you can link Facebook to basically verify that you should have ownership of this business. A business card, a link to your profile on your website, anything like that's really helpful. And then the last thing we need to do is pull all of this together into a letter that is signed and matches the signature on the proof of ID. And it says some of these following key important phrases. So I am, insert name and role in business. So I am Rachel from Clever Social and I'm authorized to communicate with Facebook on behalf of the business. So I can actually communicate with Facebook on your behalf if you're one of my clients and I have the rights access in your business manager. So I don't offer that as a service that I just do for random people, but I do it for my clients. We don't know specifically who created the current business manager account, who is claimed, insert the Facebook page name that's been claimed, but no one currently at the business has access to this business manager account, which means we're unable to claim the business page. So you need to clearly state what the problem is. Facebook know the consequences of not having ownership, so that's fine. We request your help in moving, insert business page name to the existing business manager account into our business manager account owned by business name, business owner, and business manager ID. So you just, laying it all out there. This is the situation. This is what needs to happen. And some of these phrases are really important. So we request your help. That's what we kind of need to say. And then I personally, extras for experts, add a summary of links and supporting information here because what you don't want to happen, it does still sometimes happen, but what you want to avoid is Facebook coming back and forth with you, following up with more questions, because every time they have to email you with more questions that you need to reply to, once you've submitted all of this via chat, it can be 72 hours per question that they respond to. And usually we want to get this done pretty quickly if we can. So I chuck all of this summary information linked into one little list and under a big bold header that says summary of links and supporting information, the business owner's link, the Facebook page link, the proof of business ownership link, hopefully to a company's register or something like that, and then the new business manager ID. So all very clear. So Facebook doesn't come back and send me emails and prolong this, stretch it out longer than it needs to. And then the last important part is I certify that this information provided above is true and correct, and then you sign the document. E-signature is fine, and you submit it. So the person signing this document needs to be the same person who's supplying the proof of ID, so that it ideally needs to be the business owner, so that it all is tied up with them. But if you're working with an agency can write this and sign this on your behalf, and they can provide their ID as well. That's how you would do this if you're working with an agency. And then Facebook will allow someone like me to do that as long as I have the right settings inside the new business manager. So sometimes rather than just being a partner, I'll be added as an admin. So I'm in charge of the whole business manager account just for this piece of work, and then I get removed once we've sorted it out. So that is how you claim ownership of your page, so you can go forward and do things like integrate with Shopify, tag products on Facebook and Instagram, have a Facebook shop. You're going to really struggle if you don't own your Facebook page in your business manager. Someone else owns your Facebook page, you are going to run into issues. So that is my guide for you. This is downloadable. I will chuck a link below. And as always, drop any questions you have in the comments. There'll also be a link to how you can get in touch with me if you require one-on-one advisory services.